So, were you able to create your navigation system? Here's how I would approach the challenge. First, I'm going to open up the main menu. And what we want to do is add a button here that'll link me to my product listing form. And then I want a button on the product listing that'll return me to the main menu. So let's go ahead and start by switching our main menu into Design View. And we'll grab a button control and drop it down. So what I want to do is Form Operations, open a form. We're going to open up the product listing form here on the bottom. Show all the records, so say Next. And this is how I want my button styled. So I can either type in the text that I want. I'm actually going to leave the icon here for just a moment, so that way I don't forget what icon I want, this MS Access Form icon. And I'll go ahead and add the label here in just a moment. So we'll say Next, and we'll leave the default name. Okay, so there's my button. Let's go ahead and style it. Go to Format, Picture Caption. I'm going to change that over here to left. That'll add the text on the left-hand side. And I can change what it says here. So I'll change this caption from Command 4. We'll say View Product Listing. Okay, let's go ahead and style it. So I'm going to come down and find the Use Theme property here and change that to No. And I want to make it the same size as this other button. So I'll shift-click both of them. On the Arrange tab, we'll go to Size and Space. We'll make them the same width with 2 widest. We'll make them the same height with 2 shortest. And we'll align them both to the left-hand edge. Now I can scoot it up a little bit. So now we just need to do a quick change to the macro that this button is affecting. So we can do that on the Event tab. I'm going to go over here to the Build button, and we can change this macro. We'll add that Close Window event. And I'll scoot it up to the top so it's in the right order. So it'll close the main menu, and then it'll open up the product listing form. Go ahead and close and save. And while I'm here, I actually noticed that my Exit Database button isn't wide enough to say actually Exit Database. So let me make it a little wider so the whole thing fits. So that's another quick change we can make. And I think that's good. So let's go ahead and save it. Take a look at it, view the product listing, and it flips me over here. So let's go ahead and add a button that will return me back to the main menu. Once again, I'll switch this form into Design View. We'll go through the button wizard again. I'll just place it down here for now. Open a form. This time we want to go to the main menu. This one, we're not going to have a picture caption. I'm just going to say return to main menu. Next, and finished. Let's go ahead and style it with our Use Theme Color No. And maybe make it a little wider here. I'm going to put it over here in the upper right-hand corner. And I'm going to anchor it. So I want to go to the Arrange tab and say Anchoring. That way it sticks in the top right-hand corner. And this form actually stretches to match the width of your monitor. So we're going to have this menu, or this button here, stay in the top right-hand corner. And we'll go ahead and change that macro. Go to the Event tab, Macro, and Close Window. Let's go ahead and scoot that to the top. So we'll close out the product listing and then open up the main menu form here. Go ahead and save those changes. And let's take a look at it. Here, I'll switch my view here. And I don't see my button. And I think that's because the battery label here, this category, when I created it in the last challenge, I created this blue border background as just a background fill on that text box. So let me go ahead and switch that around so it actually uses a rectangle instead of a colored text box. Let me go into Design View. We'll click on this text box, and I'm going to go to the Format tab and make its shape fill transparent. And I'll make it a little bit smaller. We'll drag this side in too. Then we'll go ahead and add a rectangle to the background instead. So Design, grab a rectangle. Let me just draw one out real quick here. And put it up at the top left. We'll make it wider, go across the whole width. We'll change its background color. Shape fill, we'll go to more colors. We'll fill in our extra special blue color. Say OK, and then we'll go to Arrange, Send to Back. And one more thing I need to do, Shape Outline, we'll change that to transparent so it doesn't have a rectangle around it. All right, let's test this out and see if that works better. Yep, there's our Return to Main Menu button way over here. One thing I need to do is make this anchored across the top so it goes to both sides. So let's go ahead and change that. Go to Arrange. We're going to go to Anchoring, and we'll stretch that box across the top. And let me get rid of the outline on this category label here as well. Format, Shape Outline, Transparent. And there we go. We've got our button over here. We're to press Return to Main Menu. It's going to ask me to save the changes the first time. And now we can move back and forth between the various forms in our database. So that's how I would approach the challenge.